tonight is an exclusive conversation because of all of the things that's happening around us. We figure that we should just have a conversation about it. And not only us have a conversation about it, but let you kind of let off what's on your chest, like what you feeling, what you thinking, the emotions that you got or whatever. So that's pretty much what we need to think about. What's what we need to start doing and start getting into like trying to get, what's on your mind. So that's what we talking about tonight. So we got 5 points of discussion that we're gonna get into. And we just gonna shoot it out there, kind of go, shoot the breeze, see what your thoughts, your opinions are. And get some of our opinions on top of that.
Hey man, did you see Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson?
I have not seen them yet.
I need to go on the Al Sharpton Jesse Jackson weight loss plan.
Yeah, no, I've seen them recently, but I.
So is they losing weight or is these people disappearing?
Some of these people probably like low key sick, People get older, they got all kind of stuff going on, and they losing weight. They might just be trying to lose weight.
I was like, is that Al Sharpton or Al Roker? Is that Al Roker? Al Sharpton. Which one is that? Y'all stop looking.
Al Sharpton does look a little bit like, he's not looking like he's.
Look like Al Roker.
After the surgery.
After the.
So we got 5 points that we want to get into, like about the whole George Floyd situation. Definitely.
Hey y'all, so the rules to this shit is, because I'm cussing, there will be no ignorance.
Right.
Everybody gets to state their opinion, but let's not be ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it gangster. You know what I'm saying? Let's say things that are reasonable and realistic. I don't care how candid they are. I mean, you can speak your mind. Like, if you got some shitty shit to say some shitty shit. That's you. Right.
Yeah.
Let's try to push forward. Let's try to do something forward. Because we have an agenda. We're going to discuss it with y'all about it. So, with that said, Chantel.
Oh, now you want my help. Now
that's all I wanted was a look. Can I get a little?
Now you need something from me.
I need you, Chantel. I need you, Chantel.
Okay, so yeah, it's definitely we definitely just want to get as just speak how you feel. It's a lot. Speak how you feel. So the first point that we want to discuss, not necessarily the stories, but we know about George Floyd. For the most part, some people feel like they can't watch the video, obviously, because it's a lot. It's very traumatic. I woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. The only reason I even clicked on the video is because it was from somebody that I knew and that I like. She's real close to me. Otherwise, I usually try not to watch these videos because after a while, it's very overwhelming for me. But the question is, did you watch the George Floyd and Minneapolis police video? Did you see the video? Because a lot of people have not watched the video. A lot of people haven't seen it all the way fully through to the end. So the first question is, did you watch the video of George Floyd and the police? Did you watch the video, Fat? I know you.
Yeah, and look, and we're gonna be picking people to speak. So answer these questions. You know what I mean? And we're gonna pick somebody random. Far as I'm concerned, yes, I seen it. I know him. I know the guy. You know what I'm saying? I know he's from Texas, and he was a bouncer. A cool dude. I think he used to be like an ex-hooper or something, because he cool with Steven. So I wanted to see it, and the level of brutality is just, listen, it's just messed up. Like I said, we're gonna try to refrain, whatever the word is. We're gonna hold back. We ain't gonna turn up. But I seen that shit.
Yeah.
And for a man to do another man like that, I done did my cousins like that. You know what I'm saying? Like playing with them, never on their neck. Like you don't do that type of. And then the concrete itself is hard. So for you to put your rusty ass knee on somebody's neck and then hold it there, that was hard to watch. But yes, I watched it, and I wish I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been, I keep it real. Like I'm a very emotional person. You know what I'm saying? And I watched it and I cried.
Right.
Cried and I cried and I cried and I cried and I can't stop crying looking at this. And I talked to Edward. We got a while to talk about stuff, but I guess I seen it and I'm disturbed.
Yeah. So Aspen said she only watched the beginning. Why, Aspen? What happened that you didn't finish watching the full video?
Yeah. Why didn't you stop watching?
Most people are saying they did watch it. So
Yeah, why didn't you only watch the beginning, Aspen?
Well, you know, she said she only watched the beginning, but I think that it's tough to watch the full thing because of the fact that, I mean, after you hear about everything that was going on, you already kind of know what happened. You don't really need to watch it, but watching it definitely does do something to you. Um,
Hey,
it does more to you than just hearing about it. Like, it's a very traumatic
Intelligence.
thing to see that.
Intelligence. Did you watch the video? Intelligence is out of Ohio, and he's a really political brother. And I want to know, did he watch it? And what did you think that we're not paying attention to you? But
Right.
I want to know what you thought, Intelligence. I spoke. I spoke to a lot of people. I'll be telling y'all about them all. But my thing is that when he asked the man, "What do you want?" and he's like, "I can't breathe." He's like, "What do you want?" Why? Like, what do you mean? What do I want? Your neck, your foot is on my neck. You got your knee on my neck. What do I want? I want to breathe, bro. Like, what do you mean? What do you want? It's like there was never a level of humanity at any point. It was never like I might be hurting this man. You know what I'm saying? It was never like, oh, I won. Like, you know, we used to do that in wrestling and then do this. Like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just so much reality of how they think about us. When I say they, I know there's people that love us that might be white or black, but we're talking about a particular individual here. You know, in a group of individuals that hate us so much, Chantel, that they would just want to watch the life seep out of us and watch other people that look like us beg for the life of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Intelligence said he didn't finish it. I was too pissed to get through it.
Yeah, it's hard. But you know, it really is like, it is very much a traumatic thing. I know V said that she was traumatized by it, but even the girl who filmed it, the young girl who filmed the video, said that she's traumatized by it. She, a teenage girl, is the video that went viral. She said she's traumatized by it. I think people don't realize a lot of the anxieties that we have, that we don't realize that we have. And a lot of that, people saying they can't sleep at night, a lot of the restlessness, a lot of the not able to sit still, not able to focus, not able to concentrate, stuff like that. That's all associated with anxiety. And when we're watching these videos, we're building up on those anxieties. And on top of that, now you're thinking about yourself going outside, you're thinking about your kids, you're thinking about your husband, your boyfriend, your spouse. You're thinking about your people and what happens. Every time my son leaves out the door, I got to say a prayer. I got to call. I got to make sure he's good. Like, it's scary to think that you can lose somebody like that. And the fact that you go outside every day, whatever your regular scheduled program is in your mind, and then you don't realize that you just might not make it back home tonight. And for people the fact that people saying that the people out there should have did something, what are your thoughts behind that? Because I feel like if people would have tried to do something, whatever it was that they should have did.
Nothing you could do, like, okay, understand, you know, I'm a 5,000 pound dude, right? That's how I like to think about it. I'm a 5,000 pound dude. And if they hit me with that taser, there's a chance I might go in cardiac arrest, right? So I run up on the police to save the life. See, this is where black people need to be. Is the problem, but we don't trust each other, right? Because, like Aspen, I assume Aspen's white. So I would.
But I don't know if that has to do with it, though, that she's white.
It does, because I'm about to bring it.
She's just a G.
She is a G, but she's white, so she's entitled, and she knows she's not gonna.
During slavery, when you was a white person trying to help somebody that was black, one of the slaves, and trying to help them, all of that, you consider one of them now. They're not gonna make you feel no different from the black person you trying to save. Trust me. When you outside of the race,
you have white friends
in the race, they treat you like you are the race. I promise you.
Do you have white friends?
Of course I got white friends.
Okay, so have you ever been out with your white friends and your white friends tell you, Chantel, be quiet, watch this? Your white friends ain't never did that?
No, that ain't that.
Aspen does it all the time. Look what she just said. Look what she just said. I will use whatever I got. We're going to get you some better white friends.
Well, I'm telling you that if you have a white person that is jumping on the black side, and you think the white people, the people that's doing whatever it is to the black people that, you know what I mean? You think that they're going to give them you get out the way. No, You get beat down with the people that you run with.
No, see,
I'm
this is
telling
the thing. This is the thing. When you hang with white people or Caucasian individuals who understand what you go through, they understand their entitlement. So what they've done, I've had numerous white assistants, and what they do, they tell me, "Facts, be quiet. Watch this." Like for instance,
I
I give you,
understand that. I
yeah,
understand that, but I'm not telling you. But just because they know that they might be entitled to getting some kind of pass, don't
right.
mean that the people that's doing the abusing is going to give them that pass.
No, but they
Knowing you got a
they,
pass and being
they
able to
think
use it is two different things.
they
That's
think
all.
more. What they do is they think. They say, if I touch this white girl's dad might be a lawyer or might be my boss. But they look at that black man and they like, man, that's just crazy. Ain't nowhere in the world, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna do that to a white girl. Like for instance, I was in a situation where we was coming from Texas and it was about 30 of us. And Aspen was in the passenger seat. And when I seen the police, for some reason we automatically switched. We switched because I was driving and she was on the side. And when the police asked her, she said, "Well, I'm the assistant and I'm driving. And sir, is there a problem?" And he was like, "Well, this, and this, and this." And because of her color, the color of her skin, they did not go any further. They was ready to get down on us. But we know that if you put the white person in front, when I order Airbnbs, I don't use my face. I use the white people in the crew. I call Madden.
I understand that aspect of it. I understand what you're trying to say, but what I'm talking about is different.
They know.
I understand that. I'm not going against what you're saying on that aspect. I'm just telling you that just because white people know that certain white people know that they have a pass or they have some type of one up or whatever you want to call it, does not mean that they always gonna get that pass. Because there are people out there that say if you roll with them, you get whatever they get. So that's where I'm coming from with. And they are always gonna get the pass that they think they got. Because you got white people that be out there on the front lines and get beat down just like all the other people that was on the front lines.
No, those are the people that don't know how to use their entitlement.
I don't think so. I think they decided that they're gonna ride with what makes sense and ride with what's right. And regardless of what's gonna happen to them, they decided that they don't care. They're gonna do whatever they gotta do. They're not expecting no pass. They feel like
But how does what I ask this? What I tell my people is the best thing you could do for us is to stay white. Why would you come over here and do all of that and be and jump in the press bus? That's weird. I don't even want to be around white people like that.
Well,
so
okay, I don't know.
Why wouldn't you use your privilege? Why wouldn't you use your privilege to lift us up? Like, why go backwards?
It's all kind of ways, though. It's all kind of ways that you can use whatever privilege you have. But I know that Grip and Davis, they're trying to tell us something. I can't look at my text right now and I'll get kicked out. So whatever y'all need to tell us, you gotta put it in the comments. Well, we gotta move forward. So now let's talk about all of this that's happening, like with the protests and everything, and with the all of the looting and basically rioting that's been happening. Now, well, we saw that they're not pressing charges. I saw that Mike Freeman said that he didn't have enough evidence to press charges. So I'm not surprised if it came out that he's not pressing charges. At this point, I just think that that's just a death sentence because at the end of the day, people are already upset and they just gonna get even more. I mean, the whole rioting is spreading throughout the whole state of Minnesota. By the time you look up tomorrow, it will be everywhere. They'll be all over, and it's just gonna get worse. So let's move forward with talking about these protests and talking about the second day of the protests. Some of them started off as very peaceful, and then we got the second day, which turned into a lot of stealing and looting and burning up property. And at this point, the post office.
Whoa! So that's official?
From what I'm seeing.
So the Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman, the DA there in Minneapolis, said he does not have yet enough evidence to charge any other.
Yeah, he said that he doesn't have enough evidence yet, but I don't think it's an official.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all something that's 100. Be patient.
You have to.
Be patient. You know why brothers sit in jail all that time? Because they can't make bail. and that they be
You have to.
patient.
And
We don't
there,
want
and
to
I
rush.
think, mhm.
We don't want to rush nothing. We don't want to put anything out of context. We don't want to miss an inch. Be patient. If you really love what you say you love, be patient. I am disturbed right now. I am super disturbed. I might not seem like it, but I'm disturbed. My eyes always low. You know what I'm saying? I just tell you, I've been crying, man. I've been
You know
crying.
what?
I'm a very big individual. I'm a
And that's
gorilla.
okay.
I can
And
shake
that's
shit.
okay. And you should be crying. We should all, and we all crying. We all can't sleep at night. We all got, like I said, anxiety is through the roof. I'm shaking. I'm like, I'm literally jumpy. Like I can't even hear a sound, and I'm like, what's that? Like it's just a lot. My grandma lives like not like 2 blocks from where they did the rioting, and my grandma's 85 years old, and she's like, oh, I was gonna go to Cup Foods on Lake Street, but it's like now she can't go. She can't do that. And I think I 100% agree with the be patient because we have not, first of all, it's historic that they were able to fire these 4 officers within days. That doesn't happen. So
Right.
everything that's been going on, the protesting and all of our voices, the video, all of that collaborated, combined, really put the pressure on them to make things happen. And they fired those officers within days. That's historic for Minnesota. That's historic. I think that's historic for a lot of the country. That just don't really happen. So I think we need to allow them some time to do whatever the procedure they need to do. And yes, we don't want to wait. Yes, we're angry. Yes, we want them to just go in there and take all of them away and put them in jail. But unfortunately, it just don't work like that. But I don't think that putting other people, innocent people, you got elders out there, you got the kids out there looking at us like, what's going on with the adults? What are they doing? Why are they so mad? Why are they so angry? The kids don't understand that yet. You might understand it, and most of the people are young and they tired, they restless. People been locked up in their house for 4 months. People ready to go. I mean, and you got 2 different sides of the protest. You got the peaceful protesters that's doing it in a way that makes sense, that's peaceful, and that makes it, you know what I mean, that's getting some answers. And then you got the other side that's really, I don't think, really doing it for the right reasons. I think they took an opportunity to get out there and just take out all of their rage, all of their pain, and turned it and flipped it into something that has nothing to do with George Floyd. Because I don't think that man would have wanted them to be burning down houses. One of the apartment buildings they burned down was supposed to be for housing, for affordable housing. You know what I'm saying? So when people say that, yeah, burn it down, this is what we got to do. I don't think that's the way to go. Because if it's in your neighborhood, if it's right outside of my window right now, my son upstairs in his room and they outside of my window, they burn all of this what I got going where I live at down. I'm so sit there like, yeah, that's what's up right there. That's what I'm talking about. No, that's not it. Because you still got young people, you got innocent people that don't deserve, now they can't go to the store. What about the people that worked at Target? Now they can't go to work today. And that's the only job they had. That was their only income. Now they're not delivering mail to those certain sides of the South Side. People waiting on checks. People waiting on things. Their Social Security checks got to come in the mail. They're not delivering mail now. Them older people can't get to the post office. They can't get to no P.O. boxes. So you got to think about everybody, not just yourself. You out there getting lashes and barrettes and bundles, and people out here losing their resources. That's all they got left, especially with the COVID thing. We ain't even got over that yet. Half the people that was out there, they all got COVID at this point. Ain't no mask. Don't nobody care about that. I'm just saying, man, you gotta think.
They care about the mask because they got to cover their face up while they loot.
Yeah, well, they wasn't covering up their face out there. It was no covering. I'm seeing live footage of inside Cub Foods, inside Target. Like I'm talking about, they going through the banks, they banging on the ATM machines. You cannot get in the ATM machine. They trying to get money out the ATM. They going literally behind the TCF desk, the bank, going behind the counter, going back in the back. Like, come on, man.
So I want to know. Does anybody have a counter perspective to what Chantel just said? Because it seems to be like a norm for this to happen. So does somebody have any insight to where, somebody that's in here might have been out there last night enjoying a free blender. You know what I'm saying? So if any one of you people were still in toasters last night, tell us why. Let us know. I know why, but I just want to hear. I want to hear a different perspective.
Yeah,
so,
and it's always different perspectives. Everybody got their opinion. That's mine. Yeah. I stand on it, and I'm not pulling back from that because I'm thinking about the other side of things. I don't think about just what's in front of me. I think about everything around me, and I think that's what you have to do. And
I
you got to look
mean,
at different scenarios. It's always other ways. It's one way to, what they say is, it's always one way to
more than
whatever.
what
It's
the
always
skin the
more than
cat,
one way to do one thing. It's
the
always
skin,
more than one.
the skin the
If you
cat.
to skin a cat or whatever they say. But if you sit down and you use your head and you think for a second, you might come up with some other solutions. But you know what I mean? When you act on the first emotion, that usually don't get you there.
Yeah, that's primal. Your first emotion. Well, I will say this. I I understand the looting because the looting is part of what they taught us. You know what I'm saying? They taught us that you tear shit down and all of this. But what they didn't tell us is that tomorrow I'm gonna have to go all the way over to somebody else's neighborhood, which when I was growing up was a different gang's neighborhood, and
Right.
get buttermilk from my grandmama or flour or some simple Alabama shit, and I had to go way over here. Now I got to fight to go to the store. But the
Yeah.
truth is, now that I'm older and I've upgraded my beliefs, is what we call it. I realized that if a black person or a person of minority has built themselves up to be a store owner, and I go into this store, right?
Mhm.
It says all insured, right? But sometimes that insurance money take a while to get, right? And then somebody else moves into that store and he don't look like you. Matter of fact, he don't even like you. So now when you walk in the store, he looking at you like, what you want? Black mother. And you used to have somebody that cared about you in that store. And that's
Right.
what they call gentrification. So now you are gentrifying your own neighborhoods. So I'm not promoting looting or nothing. But what I would do, if I was trying to make a statement, I go out there where the money at. I go way out there where the money at.
Mhm.
And go out there and do that in their neighborhoods.
Mhm.
And see if they don't understand when they can't make some money tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? What we should do is we should hit them in their pockets. That's where we spend so much money with people. We sit outside of Mall of America and wait till the doors open to buy Jordans. We the first to buy this. I got Gucci that. I got Gucci this. I got Louis that. Louis this. Man, if black people stop spending money on them things and just sit in the house for a month, do you know how this whole world is shut down?
Right.
If we decided not to spend our money after COVID, do you know we are COVID?
Mhm.
Why you think they want us to come back out the house? It ain't safe. It ain't safe out there.
Right.
But
I
they
like
want
this
this
comment.
money. They want this. They want this money. They want
Right.
this stuff that we got laying around everywhere because we kings and queens. So we don't care about diamonds and money because we
Right.
kings and queens. So I'm telling y'all, the energy that they got out there right now is necessary. Destruction, I don't like it. I don't agree with it. But I'm older and I understand that sometimes young people got to tear shit up. But what I do understand is where we're not going to drop the ball. We're not going to drop the ball where our fathers did. We're going to have an agenda. And the agenda is economic. And if you don't understand what I mean, then come holler at me and my crew. Because this will change and we're not going to have to hurt nobody. And because it's enough like eye for an eye and all that. Ain't nobody with that. You can't eye for an eye them people.
Right.
It's 100 of them and a radio and they got guns and bullets and all type of vests and tear gas and canines and entitlement issues and all type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like we fighting a war. You know what I mean? I understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand. Y'all know I do.
Right, and we all understand. But okay, so there was the comment from Ball Life talk about Target closing all the stores, which is true. Not all the stores, but 24 stores in Minnesota are closed because of what's going on. North St. Paul, West St. Paul, Midway, Minneapolis, Lake Street, Dinkytown, Uptown, Roseville, pretty much almost everywhere. They are closed. Even in my city, it's all closed. They closed Target. So Walmart, y'all hitting Walmart next? Because then they're going to close their doors.
They just try to hit Walmart. They just try to hit Walmart in the suburbs.
Yeah, what we doing after they close Cubs, Target, and Walmart? Where we get? You going to Hy-Vee? You getting your food from Hy-Vee? Where you getting your food from?
I get my food from Hy-Vee now.
Right, but my whole point is this. Now they closing the stores that people need to get what they need to get. They need to get their food, their clothes. The kids need Pampers. baby food. The point is you got to think about the bigger picture. You got to think about the consequences of what you're doing. So all of this, everybody's trying to justify it by saying we're mad. Who's not mad, dude? I'm mad about a whole lot of shit that happened in my whole life in 37 years. But the last thing I decided to do was wreak havoc on other people and other things in life and shut stuff down that I'm gonna need tomorrow. That does not make sense to me.
Chantel.
You gotta find another way to channel that energy and channel that anger. Like you have to.
Chantel. Tell them why
No,
you
but we having the conversation, and it's real because it's very
You're sexy when you're mad.
It's pissing me off.
I wish I could sing. You say, y'all, hey, type it with me. I can't sing, but type it with me. Don't she look good? You're sexy when you're mad.
This is crazy.
I know it is, church. I know it's fucked up.
Ridiculous.
And we promised that we wouldn't get emotional. We promised that we wouldn't.
No, that's okay, because this is what it's all about. This is where the outlet, this is what this platform is for. It's time to just say the real
at all. What is the end game? What's the plan? Ms. Brown, the plan is to hit them economically. If we can get together and not spend money in certain places.
Well, we ain't gonna have no choice now because they closing all the stores. We ain't gotta spend money with them now anyway. They gonna close everything. So where you gonna spend your money at?
You see they trying to open it back up. They like, hey man, we losing the Asians.
So
we
there
need
you go. Y'all did it. You did it now. Now we ain't gotta spend money.
They ain't gonna stop until all the stores like they love this.
Yeah, they do. They loving it. They loving it. Because it's now become a trending thing. This has zero to do with George Floyd. This has zero to do with the police. It don't have nothing to do with that. At this point, it's a trend. It's trending. It's cool. Like this is the thing to do now. It's just they out there like, hey, bro, we was out there lit yesterday. I'm going out there tomorrow, bro. What you want to do? They got a whole list of places they finna go to. Roseville is all the way on the, like way out. Roseville said we closing because we got a feeling they coming over here next. Somebody gave word to Roseville Mall.
I was mad they broke a DTLR. I'm like, how y'all breaking the things that, like, I'm not a racist at all. Y'all know I love white folks. But why is you breaking it in the hoods? Like, that doesn't make sense.
You know what? It's like, it's like you got to laugh to keep from crying at this point. But I'm just saying, don't mess with the liquor store. Come on. That's all. Come on. Just
in the country.
Come on. Now y'all taking it a little bit. That's why I draw the line. I have to get out there. Man, dude, I can't sleep at night. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't do it to me. I'm personally.
The guy that broke the piece and started the fires is a St. Paul cop. Someone said they are not destroying black stores. Shake my head. You know what?
No, they're not. They putting up signs on. One of my girls owns a barbershop over north, across the street from the radio station. They hit Boost Mobile across the radio station early this morning. Then down the street they hit Foot Locker. But there's some people going out putting signs on black-owned businesses saying black-owned. One of my girls posted her barbershop in St. Paul. Somebody, she don't even know who it was. They put a black-owned sign on her door, so they didn't even touch her store. Whoever's doing that, man. Respect, much love and respect to you.
What are you gonna break in the beauty shop and steal?
You say what? No, it was a salon, a barbershop. She got a barbershop.
Oh.
But it's not. It's just because they just want to, break it. They break it in dollar store. Like, what they gonna get out of there?
I break in the dollar store. I'm stealing everything.
Dollar Tree.
I'm in the dollar store. Like, yes, I'm gonna steal everything but the food.
Shout out to Stokely in here. Stokely, we love you. Thank you for stopping by and checking us out. One of my favorite people. This is in the loop.
Brother, we sorry that this got to happen in the city you represent, church.
Man, it's sad. We all feeling like the whole world is watching us right now, and this is what we showing them. This is what we sending them. My daddy calling me talking about ain't nobody leading. I got to get back down there so I can lead and this and that. I was like,
listen,
dude.
Al Sharpton people call me. Walker and them call me. The dog them camp call me. Sway's camp call me. I talked to Eric Gardner's mama last night. Mm-hmm. She called my phone last night. I'm talking to her. I'm on the line on a conference call with like 30 ministers from across the country. You know, they put me on a conference call to they, you know what I'm saying? Like, they think I'm important. I think I'm nobody. I'm an instrument of God. But I got a chance to speak to her, and that was deep. That was dope. Like, you know, and she was just like, you know, to watch another brother go through that, you know, and I couldn't stop crying. I ain't gonna front. I'm talking to the and she just so strong. And Sunday they coming up here Sunday. You know, her and Yandy from Love and Hip Hop and some other people, they coming to visit, you know, they coming to be as guests of, you know, of the homeboy of In the Loop and Mama Music and Chantel and whatever. So we are like in, like the light is like on us, you know, and what we can do is we can show the whole world how to actually do this shit, because they haven't figured it out. You can look at LA, you can look at New York and Philly, all they know is riot, but after that there is no program. Right. And we know we live in actual society. We live in an ecosystem that could follow a program. Like, we could do that. And if we set the example, oh, wouldn't that be great?
That's true.
If they say, hey, you see what they do in Minnesota.
I haven't heard about this Minnesota girl saying that they broke into the zoo and let the animals out. I haven't heard this one. Is that true, Minnesota girl? I got to do that research, because I haven't heard that one. That's just taking it too far. Now, where these animals going to go? I'm close by the zoo. That's just
let me find out there's a monkey on 494.
Too much, man. I'm saying, it's like, what is the deal? Like,
hey, Cyril, God bless DJ Cyril. Congratulations on opening up for Sway in the Morning this morning. That was so dope. That was so dope. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Cyril. You know, that's Key, the official DJ. You know, my slime. Yes, sir, Ski. All right, nephew, you have a good night. God bless you and stay safe.
No, we appreciate that. All right, so we're going to move on to the next topic of discussion anyway. And if you got any more thoughts about, I'm a Minnesota girl, come on, man. You're killing me right now. I just don't know. I'm not sure, bro. I don't know, because I got to do some research. I ain't heard nothing about that.
Who riding it? Who riding it? They took the horse. Who riding it? Let me find out.
I'm not playing games. I'm not going to play games. I'm leaving Minnesota.
Somebody riding a monkey. Oh, the monkey riding a horse.
She knows she lying. She knows she made that up for real.
The monkey is riding a horse down 494. The monkey riding a police horse down 494. Well, y'all rough.
I really appreciate that, Minnesota girl. That was a good laugh. She said it's a giraffe on 94.
That's a
that is hilarious. I'm down, but today we're just gonna do a subject. We got a discussion about what's been going on around Minnesota. No, I looked that up, Minnesota girl. I have no evidence to support that they broke in the Minnesota Zoo and it's a giraffe on 94 as we speak. I have not seen anything within my sources to.
She said it's a monkey riding the police horse. And she see it's going on right now. That's why ain't nobody. It's happening right now.
Take a picture and then send it to us. All right. Okay, so if anybody got any more to say about the situation that's happening here in Minnesota, you definitely can touch on that. But I want to move on to the next story, which is the Central Park Karen story.
Oh my God! Can we get a song? Can we get a story a new name though?
I mean, the Central Park Karen is just what they call it. I mean,
you call it. Hey y'all, I need y'all to come up with a new name for this thing. I'm gonna give y'all.
Let me tell you a video just in case you haven't seen the Central Park Karen story.
I need a new name for this video.
Yeah.
See what it's a cartoons. Show you on meth.
Please call the ground. I'm going to tell them there's an African American man.
Hey, y'all, look how she doing Cully Dully.
Look at the dog.
Why she doing Cully Dully like that, man?
Please don't come close to me.
Look at the dog.
Look how she doing Kelly
Look.
Dudley.
Look at the dog.
Please call the cops.
Hey, look at that figure.
I'm gonna tell them there's an African.
Look at the damn dog,
Look
man.
how she doing Kelly Dudley. That's Kelly Dudley off the Bozo Show, Chantel.
Man. Look how she gonna do. Look, watch what she do if you haven't seen this video. She's gonna, watch how, hold up. Watch how she's gonna like act like this.
Oh shit. Oh man. Oh man, y'all, man, this is crazy, man.
That's crazy.
Hold on, watch her finger though. Her finger look like it stank.
The dog look like it's about to die.
It is. He ain't got no air. She put on the. She puts the distressed white woman pack.
But she put that leash on that dog though. But she did put the leash on the dog after all.
They took her dog though. They took the dog.
Huh?
They took the
dog. Yes. They took the dog. She got fired from her job. She apologized. She said, you know, I wonder how people, what frame of mind people are in when they decide they want to apologize, because why do something or say something like that and then turn around and apologize? She was working for an investment company and she got fired, and she said she wanted to apologize and all of this, and it was unacceptable, and she humbly and fully apologizes to everybody who's seen the video, everyone that was offended, everyone who thinks of me in a lower light, and I understand why they do. What was you thinking? Why would you do something like that? Like, we can see you, ma'am. Did she think he was only recording her on audio? Because we looking right at you.
I think that lady don't even need to be talked about.
I just think that it's interesting that the fact that people think they can just do that and not have no consequences behind that.
Entitlement.
But she got her
butt hurt.
The fact that she lost her job, she adopted the dog. They could clearly see she was definitely not the person for that dog. They took that dog so damn fast. I'm talking about almost killed the dog. The dog's like, what are you doing, dude?
Choking the shit out the dog like, she more worried about sending the brother to jail than she is her dog breathing. Like,
I just love the way. Yeah, it was a fake apology. Fake apology. She knew exactly what she was doing, and she apologized because, of course, the video got out there.
Everybody's sorry when no,
she's sorry she got caught. That's what that was.
You sorry. You thought that you was trying to put that man in his place.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to put that. You talking to me? You talking to me? You Negro? You know what I would do to you? And he probably was light skinned too.
He was brown skinned. He was actually, I love how calm he was. He got on Good Morning America and all of that and was like, hey.
He sounded like he was kind of intelligent.
He was calm. He was like, thank you. All I'm asking you to do is follow the law, follow the rules, just like you want me to do. And yeah, I love the fact after she put the leash on the dog, he just said simply, thank you. Have a great day.
That hurt people with entitlement when you are educated. That's almost like they take it personal.
Oh yeah.
They take it personal when you educated. When you can say, hey, 1 + 1 is 2. Boo. They be like, oh my God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, well, you crazy. And then it's like being educated, like, who taught you how to read?
Yeah.
It's kind of how they do it, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. But I seen something, and I want everybody to remember this, you know what I'm saying? We might not react viciously to all these little cuts and shit, but they hurt. We feel it. We just don't let y'all know, so they be little. You know, when the little racism things and the little things that happen because I'm big, and you walk in my way and you clutch your purse and things like that. You know what I'm saying? We feel that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And this is the world we live in. So when you look outside, just understand all the stupidity that's going outside is all a gumbo pot of all of these things. You know? It's a lot of injustices. It is a little bit of ignorance. It's a little bit of opportunists. Meets opportunity. Of course, things are going to combust. You know what I mean? It's a recipe. And then COVID. Then it's 77 degrees outside. Then you drop that little rain that make it just, that make it seem like it's not real. So now it's raining and it's fire and boom and fireworks and people with masks on. You're like, oh my God, this is really happening.
It's like a movie out there.
You know, people losing their mind out here. But then when the police came out there with them rubber bullets, and one of y'all got popped in the head with them rubber bullets, boy, reality came back fast.
Wait.
I got hit in the head like, oh, what am I doing here?
Like I said, my grandma lives like probably 2-3 blocks away from Lake Street, and she said that during that whole situation, the sky was red, and she looked outside. She said it looked like she was in hell. That's what she said. My grandma, 85 years old, and she believed in heaven and hell all day, every day. And she said it looked like hell outside her window.
Do you know? I looked at the picture that I put on Instagram, and I looked at the sky, and I said I can see the devil face. I can see it. If you look at that picture, on the top of that picture, it looked like the devil was overlooking Minneapolis. You know what I'm saying? I would not doubt it. You know what I mean? I would not doubt it. That, you know, we need prayer and we need guidance right now.
Yes, we do.
We need leadership. We need people, you know, like I said, all the Bloods and the Crips and the GDs and the Vice Lords and, you know, everybody who call themselves part of an organization needs to come together for one and be brothers for 2 hours.
That's exactly what my dad was talking about. He think he's supposed to come out here and lead the G's. I'm like, Daddy, stay in Tennessee. Come on. He said it. He needs to come out there because they need some leadership. Like, not you, Daddy, please. Hey,
well, them the real ones, though. Daddy, them the real ones. We some punks. They the real ones.
Yeah, he's psycho. He needs to stay where he at. Don't bring Daddy out here. Don't bring him out here. His wife like, he's not going nowhere. His wife ain't going.
And then I'm like, so when people do things like that, don't they know that those situations lead to other situations? Like when you say a black man did something to you, you put him in a position to have to defend himself. Exactly. And in a world where we're guilty until proven innocent, that's almost like a death sentence. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't saying. I'm just saying. I know my daddy, people. Please, no, let him stay in Tennessee and give him some rest. Okay, he's sipping his whiskey. And
that's what I said. What he drink?
Malls and pig feet, and he made some chicken necks the other day. Let him sit down and make chicken necks and drink his whiskey and retire for the rest. You don't need
chicken. Ain't no lima beans.
Oh, don't bring him out. No, because he gonna be harassing me, is what I'm trying to explain. He's gonna be over here at the house. Leave him down there. But no, we do need leaders, man. We definitely need some people to stand up that people actually look up to, people actually respect, people actually relate to. It's one thing to be a leader, but you gotta know who you leading. You know who the people that are following you, because not everybody gonna follow just any leader. You have to be relatable. They have to have something somewhat in common with you. They have to believe in you in some aspect. And a lot of these young people don't have anybody to look up to. Nobody to them is worth looking up to. They looking up to each other, to be honest with you. And they all 20, 19, 18, 25. They looking up to each other and no guidance. And they all running around in circles. That's pretty much what is coming.
Yeah, Jesse Jackson is here. Jesse Jackson is 900 years old.
Right. Who's listening to him? And I respect him and everything, but the young people don't know him. They don't know him.
Jesse Jackson, man. Jesse Jackson, George Washington.
You know, and Jamie Foxx is coming here tomorrow. Stephen Jackson, like he talked about, he called George Floyd his brother, his twin. He's coming here tomorrow. So they're going to be downtown, I believe, at 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. I think I'll be there tomorrow afternoon. So Jamie Foxx is really heavy in this whole movement. He's standing behind Minnesota like this is his hometown. So he will be in Minnesota tomorrow. So maybe we can catch up with him and try to get some exclusive footage from him and get a comment. But yeah, it's going to be crazy.
I could do that. We could do that.
What? Yeah.
All I got to do is just show him your face. Be like, hey, look at her. Can we touch you?
Funny. But we can try it. I ain't mad at trying. You know, use my face.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah, so we definitely gonna do what we can. But we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. I know we about to run out of time. But make sure y'all subscribe to the In the Loop YouTube page. The link is in my bio right here on IG.